Hey friend, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ajit Kumar. In this video, I will be discussing about hub and spoke model. So as you can see here we do have 6 VNet. Uh, all are connecting with each other with the VNet peering. So as you can see here, there is lots of VNet peering connectivity we are establishing, and this is called the mesh topology. So instead of that, I will be create a VNet in the centralized, and each of the VNet, which is called as a spoke VNet, is connecting with the hub subnet, and from the hub subnet only, it will be communicate with the different VNet. Okay, let's go to the practical. So I will go to the virtual network. This is the my VNet. This is my first VNet, which is connecting with my VM, connected with my VM. So this is my VM1, and this is my second VNet, which is connected with my VM2. Okay, so I will go ahead and create a new VNet for hub. So I will choose here the name hub VNet, go to the next, and here I will proceed with the default value. Here I will use this 01, because as you can see here, I will, once I go to the virtual network and go to that each of the addresses spaces, as you can see here, 10.1.0.0 is already taken, and this one also 10.2.0.0. so I will use that 10.0.0 only. Okay, so this will be, and this one will be the by default. I will keep name as a hub. Okay, and save. I will proceed next and review and create. So once that VNet got created for the hub network, I will go ahead and create a gateway subnet in that one. So wait for a couple of minutes too. So as you can see here, that hub VNet got created. I will go ahead to the subnet, and here in the section I will create a gateway subnet. So choose that one only, and here in the drop down menu I will be use that one, the virtual network gateway, and click add. So once it got added, I will proceed further. So the gateway subnet is added, and this one is the IP addresses. Okay, so the next, as a next step, I will first go to that virtual, I will create a virtual network gateway. So to do that, I will search for the virtual network gateway, and here I will use that hub gateway, and use that the same region. Okay, here I will use the lowest version. Here we will be get the, I will use that that only, that subnet only, that VNet only, for that hub VNet which we have created just now. And by default, as you can see, the gateway subnet got populated. Here I will use that uh, public, for the public IP, and active mode. As of now I am disabling this one and proceeding for the tagging. Now we can review and create. So once it got validated, we are good to deploy this one. So the deployment got triggered. So it will take around 30 to 35 minutes to provision this virtual network gateway. So hold for some time. So finally our virtual network gateway got created. So let's go to that resources, the virtual network gateway. Okay, so let me check that one. So far our virtual network gateway and the virtual network is also got created. Now I will go ahead and check the VNet for whatever the VNet we have created for our VM, which is connected with my VM1. I'll go to and check the peering, whether the peering is available or not. So as you can see, there is no any peering is available as of now, similar for the VM2. So what I will do, I will go ahead and do the peering with my hub VNet. Okay, so and yeah, so this will be how to smoke VM2, and I will choose that one, VM2. Oh, okay, and I will choose that hub unit since we are and yeah. So I will use this one, and yeah, this one as well. Forwarded the traffic to that VM2, and this should be not enabled here in this spoke VNet. We need to enable in this hub subnet only. So I will use here spoke VM2. So this is from the hub. Okay, and here I'll have to use this one as well. The traffic here forward traffic should not this one option we need to enable from the hub side. Let hit add so that it should be added to there. Meanwhile, I will go to the each of the VM and let's take a DP and check whether we are able to ping my secondary server or not. So I will go to that VM and try to take a DP. So this is my first VM private IP, and I will ping the secondary VM IP, and let me open that secondary VM as well. So this is my secondary VM, and this is the private IP. Okay, I will copy that one and try to ping from here. Let's boot up this VM completely. I wait for a couple of minutes to boot up this VM completely. And this is the first time I logged in to this VM. So I will go to the command prompt and type here the host name so that I can So this is my spoke VM1, and if I will run that IP config, as you can see here, this is the IP of my spoke 1 VM. So I will try to ping that spoke 2 VM IP. Sorry, yeah, this is the same. Let me validate. Yeah, this is the same. So as you can see here, I am not able to do the RDP. Sorry, the ping response we are not getting from the VM spoke VM1 to spoke VM2. The same side I will be get from the VM2 to VM1. So uh, our so as you can see here, our VNet peering got completed in between our hub VNet and the spoke VM2 VNet. Now I am going to proceed for the peering for VM1 to hub as well. So spoke one, okay, I will use that hub VNet, okay, and the same setting I will be use here, and here I will use the here, sorry, it's hub, okay, and use this traffic, and yeah, no, this is not required, and this one is mandatory. Enable the remote routing gateway. So let's wait a few minutes to add this peering. So as you can see here, the peering got completed and also connected and synchronized. So I will go to that VNet, hub VNet, and go to the peering. As you can see here, it is now connected. So still we not get any RDP, means any response, ping response. We need to configure some of that routing tables. So I will create a route tables. So I will go ahead and create a route table. The same this will be a VM1 route table, and by default propagate route table I'm disabling this one. Go and review and create. So meanwhile I will create another one for VM2. Yeah, it got created. Now I will create for route table, and similarly for that one hit on create to provision this one. So once I will go to the route table, I can see here the first route table got created, and I will go ahead on to that till this yeah, now it's also got provisioned. So let me go and refresh this one. Looks like, yeah, now it got also created. So this is the first one. First of all, I will go and create a route, add a route here. So here I will use that spoke VM1 hyphen route. Okay, I will use that one to one, and that destination will be the IP addresses. Here I will use that IP of my secondary VM. So this is my primary VM routing table. I am using here the secondary one. Okay, /16, and in the hop I will use that virtual network gateway only. Okay, and click on add. Once it got added, I will go to the subnet label and associate the subnet. So here I will associate my VM1 subnet. Okay, so this is the one only. I will add that one. So if I go to that, let it be associate. So now you can see here it is now associated. If I go to that the VM1 and go to the networking, and if I go to that NIC label, network interface, and here if I go to the affected routes, you can be able to see the routing, actual routing, which we have now just implemented. So as you can see here, this is my by default one, and this is which we peered from the hub VNet, and this is now we are getting from the virtual network gateway, and we are defined the name VM1 route. Okay, so similarly I will go ahead and create for the VM2 as well. Sorry, I will go to the routes and add the routes here. I will use the name VM2 route, and here in the IP addresses I will use here the my primary VM1 addresses. Okay, and here the same virtual network gateway only, and there is no hop addresses. Click on that to add, and now it got added. Now I will go and associate my secondary VM subnet type VNet here and the subnet. So click on add. So now it got associated. If I go to that VM2 as well, and yeah, this is, if I go to that VM2 and go to the networking, and if I go to the network interface and go to the effective routes, you can see here the associated route tables has been configured here, and we'll have to validate. So as you can see here is for my virtual network address spaces is configured, and this is the for my VNet peering with my hub, and this is the one which we have configured for the virtual network gateway, and this one will be route for that virtual VM1. Okay, so now I will go ahead and try to ping my secondary VM IP, private IP, from the primary one. and you'll see the ping response. So this is the secondary one. Let's ping the primary, the spoke 1 VM, and check whether I'm able to do the ping or not. So as you can see here, I'm getting a ping response for the VM1. Let's go to that VM2 and try to telnet. So I will go ahead and check the IP config. So this is my primary VM. This is the spoke 1 VM, and try to ping the spoke 2 VM. So as you can see, I'm able to do the telnet. So as a part of troubleshooting, make sure you have this inbound this ICMP protocol enabled on your firewall, and uh, that's why I was not able to do the telnet. After make the changes, here I can able to see the responses. So hope this video is really helpful to you to know the knowledge on the hub and spoke model, and we go with the practical. And yeah, so please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.